The hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is
touchdown! A.J. Brown from 21 yards away. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the 27, Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 15-yard
4 yards remain for second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Patriots! Juju Smith-Schuster, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. On the return, Boston Scott. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Jones on 1st and 10. Open man, that's Henry. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And we get a look now at the Eagles class from the 2023 draft, and maybe we should start calling them Georgia North, partner. 3 more Bulldogs added to their defense, all of them at good value, too.
And it lets you know that the GM doesn't let schools get in the way of good drafting. Remember, he went to Florida, a big rival of Georgia, but he wants better players in Philadelphia. And defensive tackle Jalen Carter, pass rusher Nolan Smith on day 1. And then how about later in the draft? Quarterback Keely Ringo, safety Sidney Brown. The rich certainly got richer in Philadelphia.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So we've reached halftime here on opening week. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. That'll be complete to Stevenson. Touchdown! Ramondre Stevenson. Brown. And the Pats are back within a score. Now a toss coming right side. Stevenson, and he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Dancing to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. Back to throw here. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Patriots 18. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Patriots ready to get the football back. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To the right side, he's got Parker. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 42-yard line. That's the end of the
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Short pass caught by Henry. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now Jones on first down. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots. Kenrick Bourne from 17 yards out. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. A critical